Hi hello. Welcome to my channel. So as you may or may not know, SEM's new girl aespa has finally debuted with their first single Black Mamba. If you haven't seen it yet, you're probably the only K-pop stan who hasn't, and you should go watch it. I've wanted to make a video on aespa ever since their name was announced, but I decided to wait until the actual release date of the MV. And so here I am, on November 18th, typing this all out. Let's get into it, shall we? To start, I quickly want to address aespa's achievements because they became the K-pop group with the most views in 24 hours and also the girl group with the most likes on their debut song in 24 hours. I'm really happy for these girls, but to be absolutely honest, I didn't expect it. I mean, of course I saw the hype, but a lot of people were not really on board with the whole new Gigi thing. Anyway, they really are 2020's monster rookies. So let's talk about the MV on its own, without any relation to pre-existing works. We'll get to that later. To put it short, I really like it. Like, I'm actually tempted to change my intro now. The neon color scheme is nothing new in K-pop, but I think it is used really well. Also, it fits the digital aesthetic aespa is going for. So it's not just used because it's trendy. The Magic Forest set is so freaking beautiful I might cry. Like, it's the shit Atool dreams are made of. This throne scene might have felt out of place if they hadn't included this set. The red colors and black outfits provide the connection we need. Also, I really like the way they used camera angles and zooms on this part. I feel like we've seen it before somewhere, but I can't remember when. I'll put it in if I remember. The only thing I don't like is the colors in this set. I feel like it's just a bit too much. So yeah, the MV production gets a 9 out of 10 from me. So here's where the video becomes negative, haha. Just to make it clear, this is my own opinion, and who the hell am I? Not an artist with millions of views, that's for sure. So I just want to go trough the song. Sorry in advance for my ignorance of music terms. So let's start with the first verse. I didn't really like it, but it did set mood for the rest of the song. The first thing we hear is this trembling background noise, and that is immediately the thing I hate the most about the song. It's way too loud and so distracting. It would have been fine if they hadn't dragged it through the entire song. Like, if they'd stopped it at the pre-chorus, this could have been a nice track for me. The chorus was really powerful, but feel like they could have done something else and used this as the dance break, if that makes sense. I'd kind getting dance break vibes. Maybe I'm saying this because I'm generally not a huge fan of choruses with no lyrics. I'm glad that the second part of the chorus has lyrics at least. The bridge sounds like a totally different song, but the vocals are so good that I have no choice but to like it at least a little bit. I'm not someone who only listens to deep songs with meaning, but I do think that well-written lyrics make me appreciate a song more, even if I don't like the sound. I have to say that Black Mamba's lyrics are underwhelming. I know they're singing about their sing thing, but like, what else? Maybe there's underlying self-confidence narrative, but to me it feels empty. Overall, the song gets a 5 out of 10. I have to say that before listening to it a second and third time for this video, I initially gave it a 4, so who knows, it might grow on me. From what we can see in the MV, the dance is pretty impressive. Showing and strong performance with a small and uneven amount of members is hard, so I'm glad they added background dancers. I'm really excited to see their stages, and maybe learn the dance myself. Overall score, 9/10. Most of the outfits seem to go really well together, but I just know that once the filter comes off we're gonna see all the colors of the rainbow. Anyway, there's some stunning fits, and some we won't even talk about. My favorite is this one worn by Ningning. She looks so stunning, I think it fits the background really well. The black stockings are A+. My least favorite is this atrocity. Animal prints are already risky and you're gonna combine it with a sporty velvet top? Yikes. Anyway, styling gets an 8. Moving on to aespa's general concept. I had already written down some things when Karina's teaser had dropped, but now that we have the full picture I can construct an actual opinion on the matter. I'm still not vibing with it. On one hand, I'm thinking, what's the point of teasing a whole digital universe concept if it's only like 3 seconds of the actual MV? On the other, I'm really glad they kept it low-key. My biggest problem is the way these characters are designed. They're supposed to represent the girls, but the proportions are just extended to the max. They have itty bitty waists, more curves, long skinny necks and tiny heads. If they were just animated characters, everything would be fine, but they're not just characters. They are based on real people, the youngest being 18. To me that's not okay. Another issue I have is that this is probably gonna encourage a lot of inappropriate behavior from fans. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but if you've ever stumbled upon some dark parts of the internet, you know what I mean. Idols already have it hard enough. A cool concept is not worth exposing these young women to the kind of attention that could be dangerous to their mental health. I added this in last minute, but in my opinion it's an important point to make. Making aespa's concept their main selling point above their skills as artists and putting such a heavy focus on it will make it harder for the girls to eventually detach themselves from this concept as they get older and try to find their own musical identity. Maybe they'll always be associated with their counterpart, and that would be so unfortunate because they are more than just members of a unique group. In a way, I think this concept is really dehumanizing. Nowadays female idols can't blink or they're already copying other girl group X. This behavior makes it easy to brush off any criticism as straight up hate. But we shouldn't ignore that serious claims of plagiarism were made towards the group. When Winter's teaser picture came out, a Canadian photographer posted a side-by-side Insta story of his work and the picture, claiming that it had been plagiarized. As we are looking at both pictures and pretending to not see that toxic caption, they do seem a bit too similar to have been a coincidence. Everything got worse when netizens apparently found the Pinterest account of an SM art director. It had a rookie group board with the artwork of the photographer in it, among other works. Another visual artist made an Insta story too. He posted two of his works that had a lot of similarities with the subway scene. As if that weren't enough, SM was also, rightly, accused of copying Kada. As an artist myself, here's my opinion: there's a very thin line between inspiration and copying, and in the way I see it, the art directors crossed that line. Even though this is one of my favorite quotes, what they're doing is morally wrong. Taking an original idea from someone who is probably struggling to get recognition so you can profit out of it is not right. This happens all the time in K-pop, and I'm sick of it. Also, this isn't SM first time getting in trouble for copying an artist. You would think they'd learn from their mistakes, but oh well. I also wanted to share my thoughts on the events that went down right before aespa was revealed. So as you probably know, the timing of the new girl group announcement was really suspicious, since Red Velvet's Irene was caught up in a serious scandal. SM is known for making groups debut or come back when something goes down in the company. If that's really their strategy, then I have to admit it's a good one. When was the last time you saw someone criticizing Irene on your timeline? I'm not saying I want Irene to get hate. Personally, I still don't know how to feel about it, but I wish her and Red Velvet the best of the best. Still, I think that for one of the most famous K-pop idols, the conversation dropped surprisingly fast. Also, now it's rumored that 3 new members will join aespa, just like Yeri did. If that's the case, wouldn't that basically be proof that they pushed their debut date earlier as a cover-up? And the members that weren't ready yet will join later? Did SM successfully steer the general public's attention away from their internal problems? What's gonna happen with Red Velvet? I have too many questions but no answers. That was it for today. This took me way too long, but I'm glad I got to share my thoughts. I was thinking of doing an MV theory, but maybe I'll hold on to that idea until we get more context of their lore. Please don't see this as hate. I fully support these girls and their career. Also, I'm girl group trash, so chances are big I'm gonna stan aespa anyway. Who knows, maybe I'll have a winter profile pic by the time this video is up, lol. Thank you for watching. Please like or subscribe if you want. I skipped my physics Zoom for this. Okay, bye bye.